it going, guys? I'm Pedro.
I'm Matt.
Welcome to our YouTube channel.
And glad that you could join us. I hope that you enjoy what's going on here after you get done with this. We are still opening. This is day 437. We are still cracking packs of Throne of Eldraine. If you do not know, we've got about 16 more cases to go. We're not going to get it done tonight. Sorry. But anyways.
Why?
Because I'm going to kick you out of this house before too long.
Maybe.
So anyhow, we are going to open up some more. In the last box we opened, we got some really good pulls. We're getting a better understanding of, as an investment, which is it better, buy it by the case and open up the packs, go with that, or if you buy it by the individual box, what are your odds? So far, we've had, in the first case that we opened, we had little limited result in some of the Chase Planeswalkers and some of the other sought after cards. In the second case that we've opened, we've pulled 4, I believe, including a foil Oko and much better pulls. So
Japanese box, better pulls for sure.
Manufactured in Japan, but not Japanese language. So
Made in Japan, English letters.
yes. So it is interesting to see, and as we continue, we will keep a running tally of which seems better. You know, we're also going to be doing later on these bundle packs, fat packs, as old people call them, and see if pre-release ordering these, getting 10 packs and opening them, what kind of pulls, if you get better quality than just buying boxes alone. So buying 3 or 4 of these versus a box and going from there. So we're going to see what is best. It is not an easy thing. It takes money to be able to do kind of a study like this, and pretty much the only places that can do it are the big box stores, the big online stores where they've got unlimited resources to do such a thing. So
Or good credit.
yeah. Anyways, we're having fun doing it. We're learning something. We're hopefully going to share something with you that you get to pick up on what we do. Now let's get cracking. Okay, this one opens up a little bit better.
Foil Golden Goose and Hushbringer. Yes, it did.
Foil Ardenvale Tactician.
Love that card.
That is my 4th one. That is a showcase version. We've picked up multiple copies of it, and I just love it. It's got kind of a buttery texture to it, just the way that the white blends in is awesome. And then got a Murderous Rider.
Stolen by the Fae, and then Midnight Clock.
Another Cauldron of Eternity, our first mythic out of these boxes.
Rankle Master of the Pranks.
Now what we've noticed in these boxes we've opened, been averaging about 4 to 5, sometimes as high as 6 mythics. I know that's weird, I saw that. Up to 6 mythics, a foil feasting Troll King, and
Fable Passage.
then a regular Fae of Wishes. Now we've had pretty good luck. Getting 4 or 5 mythics is not unheard of, obviously, but it is not commonplace. Oh, I love that card.
Unbreath Shieldbreaker.
And that's about the 4th or 5th one of those that we've done. So
Bone Crusher Giant.
Mirror Maid.
Place it. Circle of Loyalty.
Every time you say Mirror Maid, I keep on thinking American Made from The Tick.
America.
America. Wildborn Preserver.
Field the Fancies. Yeah, this pack here is definitely lighter than the other ones, the Mylar.
Yeah. Clockwork Servant foil, and then Emery, Lurker of the Lock.
Foil Beanstalk and Pyromancer.
Sundering Stroke. Now, wouldn't it be fun to try and document or document, however you want to look at it, for opening up 500 cases for release to come out? Document all that.
Yeah.
Midnight Day 2846. We stopped breathing a long time ago. I don't know what sleep is anymore, but
Green Castle.
to seriously document it all, and ages ago they used to map packs in boxes to where it was so cut and dry that after a while you could choose anywhere in the box, and as long as it hadn't been mucked up, you could, from just pulling 1 or 2 packs, you could figure out the rest of the box. And so,
Wishclaw Talisman.
it's,
Foil Silence.
I don't think it's that way
The
anymore.
other.
Would surprise me, but it would be interesting to document it and see what your average on per pack, per case, what seemed better, and possibly where. These were manufactured in Japan.
Black Knight Paragon. What I'd like to see would be if they released X amount of cards to each country, and if Magic would be bigger in one country than the other, if that would really affect the odds.
No. Okay, now that's interesting.
Great.
Got another foil lean. I haven't had a foil lean in a while. Oh wait, never mind. Yeah. Don't know why that's interesting. Excuse me.
Animating Fairy. Foil. And another Wildborn.
Harmonious Archon. You liked that card earlier.
I think. And foil.
Yeah. It's like someone took an iron to this pack.
Twice.
But they are opening up a little bit easier here today.
Which is Vengeance. They cook these packs.
Yeah. I'm also noticing we're not pulling monstrous cards out of them like we were the other.
Foil Opium. No, I'm just playing Steve Monstrous.
I want to hurt you.
Doomed Word Told.
Either that or I'm going to pull it and I'm going to laugh at you.
That's okay. I think the card's worthless.
Well, we know that your brain shuts down later on.
Don't like it, don't need it, don't want it.
But now you got a Grim Gutty.
I got a Silver Fang Foil Squire
Another Piper of the Swarm.
and a Linden. A Yara.
Another Castle Ardendale.
White Castle.
Yeah, there you go. That sounds good right now.
White
Hey, we
Castle.
are looking for food sponsors, because this takes a lot of energy. It may not look like much, but
Foil Smitten.
Yeah.
Swordmaster.
getting darn hungry.
Light, Comet, whatever you want. We got a Nokia here. Maybe we'll kick it out. Don't care about it. We'll do some kind of raffle for one.
What's this wee?
I'll do the raffle. He doesn't know what a raffle is. Fires of Intervention.
That was something you got at breakfast. We have it at Raffles.
Raffles, Nap, sir. Another Yorba.
Oh yeah.
Foil.
No,
Oh.
we got a foiled land. Dwarven Mine.
Flaxen Intruder Foil. And the Charming Prince.
So, barely halfway through and already at 3 mythics. Pretty darn good odds. We're still at for most
So
of
we
these,
started saying this one wasn't as good as the other ones, and it seems to be on par.
well, it's
Source of Spyglass.
not complaining. It's getting better. We still seem to be hitting about 1 in every 9 packs is having a mythic.
But normally when I pull Planeswalker, you pull Planeswalker, I think maybe the decks may be sorted. Because they're pulling from the same side.
Yeah.
Gadwick.
But if you notice, we pulled a lot of the cheap, crummy cards and multiples at the same time. We've not pulled
Blue Castle.
Clackbridge Troll. We're starting to get up to like 4 or 5 play sets today.
We have a lot of 4 or 5 play sets of a lot.
Yeah, I know.
White Castle.
Yay!
White Castle, if you are listening, we're looking for food sponsors. We like to eat. Love Struck Beast. Well, I'm almost done, and I don't have my 5 mythics.
Thorban, another thing.
Love Struck Beast and a Carver.
So how many mythics do you have?
3.
3. Well, that's what
I've got 5 every single pack.
Well, that last one where I got the foil Oko, I got 6 that time. But I'll take a Garuk. That gives me 4.
Questing Beast.
That's a good card.
So I got 4. There'll be 1 more. I think we've cracked the pack with less than 4. Worthy
Well, there's my 5th one.
Yeah.
And that was back-to-back mythics. Again, that was probably about 3rd or 4th from the bottom. So we'll see 3rd or 4th from the top if I get
Ooh, pretty. Doom Foretold.
foil. That's 2nd or 3rd one.
Emery Lurker of the Loch.
Another Wicked Wolf. Foil, another Once Upon a Time.
Murderous. Right.
So I know that we've hit, out of 2 cases, we've hit probably 2 or 3 play sets. Once upon a time. So,
Dance of the Nance.
Fake of Wishes, normal version of the showcase.
Gilded Goose.
Oathsworn Knight.
These actually came pretty beat up. These Wrigley packs, not a fan of them.
No, like I said, it looked like they left in somebody's bed and then just got ironed. Giant Killer, yay.
Stone Coil Serpent. Well, not my best pull, not my worst pull.
Let's see. If I get anything to rock my socks on this last box out of this case.
4 mythics.
Lockmere Serpent, nope. 3 packs to go. Six mythic. Brazen Borrower. And again, that was 3rd from the top. Or the same with the last box that I had was 3rd and 4th from the top.
It's 1C, 3 rares.
Dornfist Crusader. That's the 2nd out of this box, I think. It's hard to tell because
24 rares, that's weak.
How'd you get 24 rares?
9 foils.
Stolen by the Fae foil with a happily ever after. So, a lot more mythics out of this one. So you're still missing some. But 2 planeswalkers, 6 mythics total. Did I get a foil mythic? Or was that the last box? So rare. Just 2 rares. So 2 rare foils. But still getting 2 rare foils out of a box is not an easy thing. So if you think about 1 in 18 packs, So,
Not too happy about this box. I feel like I got robbed somewhere.
well, the sad thing is when it comes to these cards, these packs, is that they've already got an idea of whatever an invested amount of money is going to be. Because otherwise you wouldn't have, you'd find some of these really expensive rares coming out and being totally plentiful. They got some knowledge, and it does suck when you get these mythics that you're like, yay, and it costs 25 mana and it just sits there, it doesn't do anything, or oh joy, look at this, that doesn't do anything either, and that's my rare, yay. So, it's awful hard to deal with at times. You get the boxes, especially when you're looking at it. You're looking at it from collector view and going, oh, I just got junk. And then you're looking at it from the wannabe competitive view, and it's like, oh, I just got junk. Same result, but two different means. You got the person that goes to their local store and buys a pack because they're having a bad day and they want to feel good, and then they get something like that and they're like, well, this just makes my day even worse. But nothing turns around a bad day like pulling a foil planeswalker they've never gotten before, and makes you want to go buy two more just in case. So
Out of a different box.
yeah.
So I've gotten through half the box and haven't found any more rares.
Well, are you sure you counted right?
I am positive. I went to school in northern Idaho.
Please send your hate mail to Pedro.
That's where I met Matt, was in northern Idaho.
I used to have a store up there in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. One of the prettiest places in winter, just really flipping cold when it's really snowy. But still a beautiful, beautiful part of the country. All right, well, so after two cases, what are your thoughts?
Well, I am not happy. Well, it's really easy to go through these because you've got one of these, this one's an arena card. You have a filler card, followed by a land card, followed by a rare and foil, if there is a foil. So it's really easy to spot the rares, and I feel like I'm missing a rare or two here. I'm going through the last of it, and there are no rares.
So what's that all over there?
4 mythics.
Okay, so 4 mythics, these are the rares?
Yep, and foil rares.
Okay, so 4. So what's this?
All uncommon foils.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I come up with 34.
That's what I came up with. And foils don't count toward your count.
Yeah, that's true too.
See, and this one here is a foil.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
this-
you had a couple.
That's a foil.
Yeah.
I feel robbed. Oh well, is what it is.
Does happen. Does happen.
It's another day.
But so out of 2 cases, what do we think? Are we broken even?
No.
Behind? Behind?
So, average retail on a box is, here in Vegas, is $110, whether you buy a case or not. I think we lucked out. We got ours for $105, roughly. But you got to pay the IRS. So, the state tax commissioner got his 8.1%.
Well, I actually got mine for 100 because I bought cases.
Oh man, they liked you.
Yeah, and then got the other one from the other local store for 105 so far.
That's what I paid for mine. Was 105 plus $9 in tax roughly. From a collector standpoint, phenomenal. I really think it's sweet. Breaking even, I don't think so, especially depending where you guys sell. TCG Player, eBay, they'll get their cut. Maybe on the independent market through Facebook groups or OfferUp, Lego, or local store. Maybe there's a couple break-even points. I don't think we've broken even off rares, not including commons and uncommons, because those always they'll sneak up on you.
Yeah.
Sometimes 3 weeks down the road, 3 months down the road, right before they cycle out, or when they do cycle out, commons and uncommons become worth more than rares. So we're basing this off foils. We know a foil land's worth roughly $1. Mythics are pretty much nothing for the most part, and unless you pull
Unless if it's a
Planeswalker,
planeswalker, chase
you know.
card. So your average one's not going to be much of anything.
most rares are actually worth more than the mythics, but as an investment, we're definitely negative when it comes to just foils, mythics, and rares. Whole set, I mean, these boxes probably will turn a profit of $250 by the time the box is empty. And what I mean by that is 10 years down the road, when that one card wins Worlds, you know? And standard format will probably have 95% of our collection left. Once it rotates out, of course, everybody will start jumping on these cards. I think we're ahead in a box count, but we go by rares and mythics and foils. And I think we're a little bit behind. We're probably averaging $80 to $90 per box so far. That's my personal feel on it. Granted, I am not the best guesser because I don't know value. Full value, we know the value of, you know, the top 10 cards now, the top 20 cards. In between videos, you're like, well, I wonder what this is worth, and we do a quick research. But just the values on these cards have not skyrocketed. There is no $200 foil planeswalker, $300 foil planeswalker that we're seeing here. We have a list here, and then Okio is currently trading at $70 foil. So he pulled one. Non-foil probably trades $20 or something like that, is my opinion.
Yeah.
So
once the pre-order craze is ended and you are looking at, the reality of it. I mean, before a set is released, you're looking at ripening fruit. You don't know. The prices there are for the people that want to have them instantly, that are getting shipped out on the day that the set is released, even overnighting them so that they can get them later on. So you're looking at, not even getting a chance to look at, what play set of commons that are going to be key, that everybody's going to have, especially when it comes to artifacts. You have 4, play set of commons or uncommons, and everybody needs them, everybody wants them, and they're going from there. So that kind of volume, I mean, you look at Wasteland out of Tempest, uncommon that everybody wanted to pay $60 for, because it was better once they banned, restricted other cards. So same thing here. As time marches on, things get better. Things can always get worse, but things do get better. So that was your opinion. I would say that right now, for what we've opened, now granted, I haven't looked at everything that you opened to compare to mine, but I think that we are at the break-even point so far. The foil rares that we have pulled, the foil mythics that are good, that you take a $10 or $15 mythic and you make it a foil, and you can pretty much double the value of it. So I think there are plenty of commons and uncommons. I'm loving all these showcase uncommons, and I'm pretty sure that we're going to be hitting probably $3 to $5 on a lot of them, especially if we're turning up a lot. So I have a feeling that we're going to have $3 and $5 uncommons like that, and then give it a year or even two, and those uncommons and commons could be valued as high as $15, $20, $25. I mean, it just depends if you want to take the cost of what it's going to keep, what it is going to cost you to keep them for the next 2, 5, 10 years. I mean, are you going to fill up your basement full of something? Are you going to fill up your closet full of something? Or are you going to try to turn and burn? What is the value in doing that? Jumping on these like we did, opening them up, and then getting them up on the store. The ones that everybody is looking for, we'll turn and burn those. The ones that after the next big tournament round, we'll definitely drive up prices on the chase cards right now, but then others will be discovered. Somebody will come up with an idea that will set every tournament player on their ear, and it'll wind up creating a new sets of chase cards to go from. In another 3 months, when the supplemental set for this comes out, you're going to find that some of these cards are going to be just an outstanding combination. Go from there. So it really is, it is subjective. It is, based on popular opinion. If you want to turn around and sell these, make like individual sets, one of all the commons, one of all the uncommons, or make play sets of them, and just liquidate them, get them out, get the volume out. You lose money on it, but what's the cost of it for keeping it in your inventory? So, but at this point, I think that I'd like to say that we're break even. I don't think that we're quite ahead now. A couple of boxes I know that we were ahead on, but not every box. And I'm going to leave it at that. I don't have anything else to say for this. We got another case that we got to start breaking into. So, hope you've enjoyed what we've talked about. Hope you learned something. If you got any questions, I hope that you wind up leaving them in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook. I do have a store on eBay, and you are more than welcome to see some of these cards on there in the very near future. As Thunder Comics and Games, eBay ID is Dragonbait with 2 T's. Once again, I'm Matt.
I'm Pedro.
You guys have a good evening.
Talk to you later.